Hey guys, today I'm going to be reacting to Pastor Dr. K's moments, funny moments. These are just some of them. It's not all of them. If you are a big Pastor K fan like me, then you know that all his sermons come with a good dosage of laughter. So this is just a few of them and let's start.
See, the way men operate, if you don't set those goals for them on their own, they might never be able to multiply. See, men don't.
You know, I've heard something very similar from Preston, from the Perry's podcast, Preston Perry, and he said that if you meet a guy and he's not like where you are spiritually, that doesn't mean that you have to now compromise your principles just to accommodate him, and that because you might just be the person that brings him to another level. You having standards basically sets him straight. And I thought that was very astonishing. And I'm also amazed that Pastor K is saying the same thing. So it must be true. It must be true. However, as women, we want our men to already have that. You're the leader. Shouldn't he already have that? But anyway, let's continue.
Have large relational goals. So until you set the standard, he has nothing to rise up to. Men love to rise up to the challenge. Oh, ladies, single ladies, can I beg you? Let me beg you. Please stop sleeping with someone you are not married to. He said, but if I don't sleep with him, he will leave. Never. A real guy that likes you will never.
And to this, a lot of women might say, oh, there are plenty of guys whom I rejected and they left me. Note that he said a real man. Underline real man. One that actually likes you will not be deterred by that. And oh my God, I wish my 19-year-old self would hear that, because when you're a teenager, you constantly feel like you need to prove yourself. And guys will do this thing where they'll be like, if you really, really love me, then show it. And you know what they mean. You know what they mean. Thank God I didn't succumb to the pressure. But eish, man.
I'll leave because you are not sleeping with him. In fact, he will know you are a woman of virtue. He will respect you. That kind of man will trust you. Even when you are not in the house, you have traveled for a year, he will know you don't do anything. Because even him didn't see anything before you married. He will know you have character. But this you have removed your dress.
Pastor K, hello, you've removed your dress. Oh my God. But yeah, some people are like that. But most times, that kind of behavior sometimes comes from trauma. Sometimes you equate love with giving away your body, maybe based on how you were raised or how you were treated, with the first. Sometimes you were even abused, and that messed your psyche. But that was kind of funny. I love that.
In your mind, you are going to keep him. It will make him not even trust you. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? No real man that loves you. Like I see what happened to Jacob in the Bible. Jacob wanted to marry one of the daughters of Laban. He worked 7 years. They gave him the wrong one. They asked him, what does he want to do? He said he's going to work another 7 years to marry. That's how men are. Men are very purpose-driven. When they really want something, they'll do what it takes. And listen, if you coach him with lack of self-control when you are single, he will also practice lack of self-control when you are married. Many women tell my husband cheats. I always ask them, were you guys, both of you, cheating when you were single? He said, no, we're just sleeping with ourselves. I said, that's still cheating. Somebody cheated during writing exam. He won't cheat when he's now a staff. As in, seriously?
Oh my word. Can we talk about the fact that Jacob and Rachel, was it Rachel? I think it was Rachel. How their story is like the most romantic Bible story in the entire Bible. I mean, imagine a man working 14 years just to have you. And it's not like there weren't other beautiful girls at the time. No. But he wanted her. Oh my word. That is so romantic. If I was Rachel, I would have sat down with my dad and be like, Dad, please, you can see this man. This man loves me. Just let him have me. Come on. But they had to follow due process, and yeah, that was love. That was real love. And guys nowadays don't even want to wait for 90 days. Imagine 90 days versus 14 years. Just this.
If I can't trust you with my money, I can't also trust you with my kids. My kids are more valuable to me than my money. I can't even trust you with my life. Because who you marry is the first person that can kill you. It's the easiest. I hope you know this.
I have a few opinions when it comes to this money issue and marriage. And I know it's true. If you feel that you cannot share your money with your partner, then that's a sign of something much bigger. Like that could be an indication that you don't trust your partner enough, or there's just not no trust at all, and that's something that's going to affect you guys not just financially but in other areas in the relationship as well. But I do think that when you're looking at the business side of marriage, it is important to take like some necessary precautions, because nowadays people would marry their spouses purely for money, knowing very well that a few years down the line they're going to divorce them and walk away with X amount of money. And so I think it's not a bad thing that you guys talk about it, or sometimes even have a prenuptial agreement that will cover the money aspect of the relationship. It's not saying that you guys are bound to divorce, but then we can't be blind to the fact that people enter marriages, some marriages, for financial gain at the end of the marriage. So yeah, that is just my opinion, but
I watch American
I
crime
think he's
channels a lot, especially
right.
the real ones that investigate the case. 99% of the time, when a married person dies, the number one suspect is their spouse. I always love it. Married person dies. Oh, the partner is crying. Oh, I can't believe my sweetheart is gone. My love is gone. Police say, oh, we are so sorry. We are so sorry. After you cry like this, that same day, as you cry, as they pet you, they say, where were you by 2 o'clock?
It makes sense. It makes sense. But I always wonder why people do their partners wrong. Like for instance, when a husband is cheating on a wife, I'm like, God, and he still comes back and sleeps in the same bed in the same house, eats that woman's food. I'm like, my guy. I bet if a person eats your food regularly and you also know what they like and what they don't like, that just makes things so much easier. You also know their life, their sleeping patterns, their routine. I'm like, come on now, be a bit smart.
You will think because of this crying, they will forget their work. They are done with pen and paper. Where were you by 2 o'clock? Is that I was at work? Can your supervisor verify that? Because you're the number one suspect. You must always give people a chance to present their case. Don't judge from afar. He's not tall enough. Talk to him. He might be tolerant enough for your bad behavior. Are you here, somebody? He might be the only one that can stand you. He must be tall, even you that can't cook. He might be the only one that can tolerate your bad cooking. Is somebody getting what I'm saying?
Wow, Pastor K. But he's actually right. Sometimes we women are very, very critical. Like when a guy first approaches you, you look at him and it's so hard to overcome some exterior things that we see in a guy and to just allow him to present a case. Sometimes we tend to like rule out certain guys due to past relationships. Like when somebody has done you dirty in the past, you're reluctant to give another guy a chance because you think that they're all the same. But as Pastor K says, heal before you deal. Yeah, the thing about the guy being able to tolerate you, but that's a real thing, because nobody is perfect. We all have flaws and we all want to be tolerated. It's just that we don't want to tolerate other people, especially nowadays with the thing of on the internet, women tell each other that the moment you see one red flag, just go, girl, just go. But what if he's a good guy and he sees one red flag in you and he just ups and leaves? that wouldn't treat you like that. You wouldn't be okay with that. So we must extend the same grace that we expect to be shown. Anyway, let's continue.
So that's why you feel if you're not stupid, you're not in love. Most young people think, if I'm not feeling butterflies, hey, this is why people are staying single long in this time. And it will get worse, because the more they hear these kind of funny things, the more they are looking for that special one. If I don't feel the butterfly, I'm not, he's nice, he's godly, he's hardworking, he loves me, he takes care of me. Oh, Pastor, I'm not feeling it. Fee kill you there.
Oh my God, I just see myself in all these sermons that he preaches, and I have heard so many women. I'm a girl, so I speak to women a lot, and I cannot tell you the number of women I have met that would say, you know what, this guy's a good guy and all that, but I'm just not feeling him. I'm just not feeling him. To me, he's like a brother. Like, there's no that thing, man. It's missing. Never had I ever thought that it was like. Now that he mentioned that it's something that's programmed in us, I can now see it, that it's not natural. We used to think that it was just natural, and that if it's not there, then the relationship is doomed. But truly speaking, that's something we picked up along the way. Honestly, I remember when I was growing up, man, I had a friend. I think we're like 16 or 17. I think we're younger than 16 even. This friend of mine was like, "What's your type?" And at the time, I'd never like really heard of the type thingy, you know, when it comes to relationships. And I was like, "Type?" And she said, "Yeah, what's your type?" And she said her type was, you know, the typical tall, dark, and handsome. And guess what my type was from that day on? A tall, dark, and handsome guy.
Feeling kill you there. It's about to get what I'm saying. It's about to get what I'm saying. It's because they have been taught rubbish. So they're expecting butterflies. They're expecting a spark. A butterfly has a very short lifespan. I came from a military background. I went to, my brother is a general. I went to a military school. I've never seen soldiers gather together for a mission. They can lose their life. And they are, hey, we they go Afghanistan. Afghanistan. I've never seen it before. Never seen it before.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. We have come to the end of the video. I hope you had a few good laughs here and there. I know I did. And most importantly, I learned some very good lessons. But anyway, thank you very much, and have yourself a blessed day. Bye.